Once upon a time, there were 25 tin soldiers who were all brothers since they were born from the same tin spoon. All the tin soldiers were alike except one. He had only one leg because he had been made last of all, and there wasn't enough tin to fill the mold. But he stood just as firm on his one leg as the others did on their two. The table where the tin soldiers had been placed stood many other toys. The most remarkable of all was a pretty little doll who stood right outside the open gate of a castle. The doll stretched out both of her arms. She was a dancer and lifted one leg so high that the tin soldier couldn't see it, and he believed she had one leg just like himself. That's the wife for me, he thought. But she's very grand and lives in a castle. I have only a box. But I must try to get acquainted with her, he thought, and he crouched down behind the box of the table. When the morning came and the children were up, the tin soldier was put in the window, and whether it was a sudden breeze or something else, the window flew open and the soldier fell head first outside. He fell to the ground and wound up standing on his head with his bayonet sticking between two stones in the pavement. A little girl and boy ran down the street to look for the soldier, but they couldn't seem to find him. Soon it began to rain and the two children went back in the house. When the rain was over, two boys walked by and said, "Look, there's a tin soldier. Let's give him a sail." The boys made a little boat out of newspaper, and soon the soldier was sailing along the gutter. The paper boat rocked up and down and then turned about so rapidly that the soldier was nearly shaken overboard. All of a sudden, the boat drifted into a drain and it was very dark. "I wonder where I'm off to now," thought the soldier. If only the little dancer were here with me. I wouldn't mind it at all if it were twice as dark.
Deep within my heart, I know you've won. I know you've overcome.
Just then a large rat who lived in the drain saw him. "Do you have a past?" squeaked the rat. The soldier didn't answer, grasped his musket tightly.
I still believe.
At the end of the drain, he heard the sound of a roaring waterfall. Knowing that he couldn't stop the boat, the brave soldier summoned up all his courage and held himself steady.
Take time while I wait.
Somehow he made it over the waterfall, but the little boat began to fall apart. Water came in from all sides and soon reached the soldier's head.
Your name while I wait.
He was swallowed by a fish. And then there was a flash of lightning and the soldier heard a voice say, "It's a toy soldier." The fish had been caught and taken to market where it was sold. A cook had bought the fish, cut it open, only to discover the soldier. The cook put him on the table, and what did the soldier see but the castle and all the other toys? He was in the same house he had left. The soldier saw all the toys were there, including the little dancer. "Has she been waiting for me?" thought the soldier. He looked at her, and she looked at him. They didn't say anything. Right then, one of the little boys picked up the soldier and threw him into the lit fireplace without giving any reason for doing so. The heat in the fireplace was terrible, but all the toy soldier could think of was the little dancer. Soon he began to melt. He tried to stand firm while he and the dancer looked at one another. Suddenly, one of the doors in the room flew open, and a draft caught the dancer and blew her into the fireplace right next to the tin soldier. There was a blaze of flames, and no one could see either of the toys. The next day, when the servants shook out the ashes, they found the tin soldier had melted down into a little tin heart. And all that was left of the dancer was her spangle, which was burned as black as coal.